Welcome back to Story Bag, where we break down the best lessons from some of the most influential books out there. Today, we're diving into Chapter 7 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Let me ask you this, have you ever felt overwhelmed by financial jargon or the complexity of investments? If so, you're in good company. In this chapter, Kiyosaki cuts through the noise and introduces the idea of mastering your emotions when it comes to money. It's all about gaining control, so money doesn't control you. Intrigued? Let's dive in. Chapter 7 is titled Overcoming Obstacles. It tackles a crucial but often overlooked topic, the psychological barriers that prevent people from achieving financial success. Kiyosaki identifies 5 main obstacles that stop most people from becoming rich, and these aren't the usual suspects like lack of a high-paying job or limited opportunities. Instead, they're internal: fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. The core message here is clear: if we want to achieve financial freedom, we first need to understand and conquer these obstacles within ourselves. Kiyosaki explains that financial education isn't just about learning to invest or save, it's also about mastering our mindset and emotional responses to money. Fear and doubt often cloud our judgment and prevent us from taking necessary risks. By acknowledging these obstacles and working to overcome them, we can unlock our potential to make smarter financial decisions. Key concepts in simple terms. Let's break down the 5 key obstacles that Kiyosaki discusses. 1. Fear. This is perhaps the biggest obstacle. Kiyosaki argues that most people's fear of losing money prevents them from investing or taking risks that could lead to financial growth. He acknowledges that the fear of failure is natural, but it's essential to face it head-on. The wealthy understand that losses are part of the game, they learn from their mistakes and keep moving forward. 2. Cynicism. Cynicism often manifests as self-doubt or skepticism about investment opportunities. You might find yourself thinking, this is too risky, or what if the market crashes? Kiyosaki explains that these thoughts can paralyze us and keep us from taking advantage of good opportunities. Instead of letting doubt control your actions, he suggests doing thorough research and trusting in your financial education. 3. Laziness. This isn't about physical laziness, but mental laziness. Kiyosaki points out that many people say they're too busy to focus on their finances, but this is often just an excuse. The truth is, we prioritize what we think is important. He challenges us to shift our mindset and make time for financial planning, suggesting that the payoff is well worth the effort. 4. Bad habits. Our habits, whether we realize it or not, play a huge role in our financial well-being. For example, if you consistently spend your entire paycheck, you're not building any savings or investments. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of adopting good financial habits, like setting aside a portion of your income for investments before paying bills or expenses. It's about paying yourself first. 5. Arrogance. Arrogance, in this context, is when we think we know everything and refuse to learn or seek advice. Kiyosaki shares that many people lose money because they're too proud to admit they don't understand something. He advises us to stay humble, seek out mentors, and never stop learning. Relatable stories. Kiyosaki shares a memorable story about his experiences with fear and cynicism. He recalls a time when he was hesitant to invest in a property because he was worried about the market. Instead of letting his fear dictate his actions, he did his research, trusted his knowledge, and made the investment. In the end, it paid off handsomely. He uses this story to illustrate that while fear and doubt are natural, they shouldn't prevent us from seizing good opportunities. Another story involves Rich Dad's perspective on habits. He taught Kiyosaki the importance of paying himself first, even if it meant struggling to cover other expenses. This habit instilled a sense of financial discipline and forced Kiyosaki to find creative ways to generate extra income rather than relying on his paycheck alone. Deeper insights and analysis. Kiyosaki delves deeper into the psychology of money, emphasizing the need for self-awareness. He explains that most of us have ingrained beliefs about money that were shaped by our upbringing and environment. For example, if you grew up hearing that money is the root of all evil, you might subconsciously sabotage your own financial success because of a negative association with wealth. The chapter encourages us to question these limiting beliefs and replace them with a more empowering mindset. It's about seeing money as a tool, not as something to fear or worship. By shifting our perspective, we can start to make better financial decisions that align with our goals. Kiyosaki also introduces the concept of financial intelligence, which he defines as the ability to understand and manage your finances effectively. It's not about being a genius with numbers, it's about being willing to learn, adapt, and make informed decisions. He stresses the importance of ongoing education, whether that's through books, courses, or mentors. Conclusion with key takeaways. The main takeaway from Chapter 7 is this: the biggest obstacles to our financial success are often not external but internal. Fear, doubt, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance can hold us back far more than a lack of money or opportunities. By recognizing and overcoming these psychological barriers, we can unlock our potential to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Kiyosaki's advice is simple but profound: start by taking small steps. Face your fears, challenge your doubts, prioritize your financial education, and be open to learning from others. It's not about making a big leap all at once, it's about making consistent, informed decisions that move you closer to your goals. We hope this summary has given you a fresh perspective on the psychological side of money management. If you found this video helpful, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one obstacle you faced in your financial journey, and how did you overcome it? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Story Bag for more insightful book summaries. Your support helps us bring you more valuable content, so make sure to hit that notification bell too. Until next time, keep learning, keep investing, and remember, the road to financial freedom starts with overcoming your inner obstacles.